Like, what's that feel like, having a raw face, knowing that this thing hasn't even seen oxygen? Like, what's the deal on that?
You want to hit the nippiest shot you can.
Grips like good, and so you wouldn't put a new wedge in going into Pebble in early January
because it's
soft.
It's wet.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Right, but you know that, and so I might still have a new one with me just in case.
Yeah.
But you know, most likely I'm gonna just hit the same one because.
60.
So you plan when you're going to play new grooves based on where you're going to be around
right.
the world.
If I'm at a
Links
golf course or something, I'm putting in a new set.
Yeah.
Or the same if it's real windy.
I hear you. You've got to flip one over the cameraman.
Oh my God.
He's going to move that. Wow.
I mean, what would you call this? What would this be, like a half swing for you?
So it gets to a point that after my 3/4, I already have a short swing, so my 3/4 is maybe where the club is at 90 degrees.
Yeah.
After that, it's all feel.
For sure. So we're looking at.
I have thought of maybe if a half swing.
So you're better
feel.
working off like a percentage rather than half. It's like if 100% is like a full swing.
It's off what I feel. I do 3/4, full, and half, but like the half shot is usually 50 meters, which is 55 yards. You know, I mean, it'll be a little long here. But I do feel it out. It all depends on the shot I want to hit.
Okay.
That's the thing.
You open the face for these?
Yeah.
So
like I said,
why don't you?
I rarely hit a wedge shot with a square face.
How about like 85 yards?
85 yards, 75 meters. It all depends on the shot, honestly.
Stock shot, like.
So let's try and hit.
That'll be a little bit, I'm talking closer to the green.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3/4 swing, I'll have it straight.
Try and get to that front flag with a couple of different options.
Okay, a little more spin. Open face.
Yeah. Let's see what they spin like.
Well, that's short. No.
You say so.
I'm back.
Pretty good.
9-3,
so that launched 4 degrees higher than the last one.
It's a little bit of a draw.
That's going to spin left.
Yeah, that's tough on the spot.
8-2.
You also have, right? I mean, you can change the ball position.
What are you changing ball position for? For trajectory?
A little bit higher, yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
There we go. It all depends too. Like in my case, there's always, you kind of want the ball with the hint of, I like having the hint of a movement. Like I'm a fader of the ball.
Yeah.
So most of my shots are gonna go with the hint of fade. But if I ever want to, you know, in whatever case, if I wanted to go straight with a hint of a draw, I just put it back on my stance.
You still hit little fades with these?
It's just my
like
natural.
No, I know, but like.
Yeah, but I can go with a little bit of normal.
You're okay with it seeing it like
I
that?
have looser hands than this, and it's just kind of go a little straighter.
Perfect. Would you hit different kind of shapes, Colin?
Well, I've been trying to almost hit draws with my wedges.
I can't do it from this close though, like because of the way I swing, man.
I used to spin, it a lot, and I've been working on like hitting just the one hop.
So you feel like when you draw the ball, you're taking spin off.
Exactly.
I try to, if I want to shallow it out, I'll go with the draw. That's my feel.
Shallow it out. So would you say back pin draw?
Either, whatever it is, honestly, even that one. Like if you want to shallow it out, it's a feel of a draw in my case. It's a little bit thin, like it feels thinner, but it's really not.
No.
And it's a bounce and stop.
It's amazing how quickly you dial in on the yardage, just like you haven't even have to think about it. Which is where
I hit the first one close and that was enough.
Right? Yeah, you're dialed in from shot one.
The other one was 72 yards. See, on this is when I kind of go with a more of a draw feel, right? It's a little
What was
right.
the yardage on this one?
It's a 72.
What was that? 72 on that?
It's supposed to be 72 to that one, yeah.
So would you, before you used raw wedges, did you always use raw wedges, or have you always used raw wedges, or was there a time where you?
I've always liked it.
Because you used the first generation mill grind, which were plated.
The mill, I never liked those. I actually stayed in the ATVs as long as possible.
I remember that.
Up until the high toe came out.
And then the high toe.
I never liked the It's kind of like the metallic look of them.
Then we brought out the high toe just in the 60, just like in the 60 and the lob wedge. And
I put that high toe as soon as I could in Dubai, and I won. And it's just, to me, it seems more versatile. I like the CG being lower on the face because it helps me drive it low. I have no problem hitting it high. And with that extra face, it just facilitates me opening and not feeling.
It's interesting because that's the wedge for us that is spun the most, and it's like, and you're quite an aggressive spinner of the golf ball.
Yeah.
But you're almost like,
you also need
it's
to
almost
spin.
like more powerful for you because you can control spin. So now you've all of a sudden got more spin to control.
You need spin to hit it low as well.
Yeah. Low launch, high spin.
So that's what you need. That's the ultimate shot for me. So that's what I like. That 56 high toe is great because I mean it drives in so low, and it's really helpful when it gets windy.
And you would chip with all your wedges.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, if we're hitting to that middle pin that's maybe 70 yards away with this much wind and much as green, I'll probably use a 56.
56.
I got a 60 right here, but
so let's get a 56.
Want to use this one or?
Yes, yours. Yeah, use your one. Yeah.
The 60.
Use this high toe.
Let's have all of it here.
Yeah.
No, right here. Okay. 56. We can go to that back pin on the left. We need the spin. It's a little long, but still spinny.
That was jumping all over the place. I know, and then someone behind you followed it in.
Now let's see, 65.
Is that third shot with that wedge?
There we go. I mean, that still has plenty of spin on this one.
Let's get a few with this one. Here's the 56 in this one.
Do you always want to play to a number?
Oh, he didn't get it. Too bad.
Where's the boundary between?
What do you want to see?
Spin rate. I didn't get it. To see, even if I was hitting to that 52-yard one,
you could still do it with a 56?
Oh yeah, I just opened the face a bit and that's it. Look at the spin on that.
Perfect.
Still stops. So see, I'm quite aggressive with it. That's
Let's try
why I
and
have
compare
an open
these
face.
two to each other. So you look at the soles. So this is your grind.
Yeah, it's very similar. Yeah.
Just maybe a little bit more narrow.
Yeah, which is not a big deal.
Try and kind of explain what you're feeling, if that narrowness of the sole actually, if you can feel the difference.
It's a different face in itself, so it shouldn't be the same, right? I mean,
No,
it's a little bit smaller.
Wedges.
Proportionally, still wide for a 56.
So to that front flag, you should spin this around 9,000.
Not if I thin it. not if I blade it, no.
Perfect.
Yeah, I had a lot of spin on it. That was nice. That looked like.
A little more. No, a little less. You didn't quite catch that. That was 8,000. That looked good.
Oh, it was looking good.
Raw faces, do you feel
8,100. See, this is where I think the bounce comes into it for you.
It's a very short shot. I mean, you can always open it a bit more. Well, that's got plenty of spin.
Go to the second flag with that one, John.
That's got plenty of spin.
Yeah, plenty. 8.5. Sorry, the 60 should spin 9,000. Very good.
It's a good shot.
9,000.
Yeah.
how much time will you guys all spend on wedges, pitches?
Yeah, just launch is higher, but it's still
A lot more than you use an amateur?
Oh, that was nice. I got that
Very
good.
28, 9,000 is really good launch conditions for a wedge.
Again, it's all with an open face, so I'm being quite aggressive with it.
Yeah. So that second flag, John, on the left, if you in a tournament, if this is a shot you have,
Yes.
I mean, what are you picking? Which are you picking, your 60 or are you picking your 56?
It all depends on the shot I want to hit, right?
But yeah, put yourself into the situation. So this is these greens, these fairways. This is what you got.
Right now, with this good of a lie, I'll probably go with this 56.
56.
Yeah.
And are you thinking up and down easy? Oh, you're actually saying
nothing's
to
that
yourself,
easy.
oh,
No,
you're
I'm
saying,
just-
yeah, I've got to hit a
I'm
good
just
shot.
trying to make a solid shot, right? I mean, within here, anything inside 10 feet is a good shot, right? It's
Okay.
And it's also, it'll be easy to hit it short just because long is no good.
All right.
And I'm hitting a low one, right? So you
Sure.
kind of gotta, still need to be aggressive enough.
Right on line. I mean, that's perfect, man.
That's the idea,
Literally
yeah.
9,000.
I could also go with the 60 if you have it. And that's what I was saying earlier, right? Just a different release, different shot that can be hit. It will be more of a square face. And then maybe a feel of a draw.
So you're thinking draw just so you can get it back there. Take the spin off it a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's just taking
Yeah,
off
it's a
the
good
spin,
shot.
controlling it, right?
Amazing shot.
It's a green that we can.
It's funny that because it's true there. So you've actually hit that, although it's more loft than the golf club, you've actually hit it lower
Yeah.
with more spin to get it back there and get it to stop quicker with the landing.
Like I said, you need spin to control the ball.
Sure, sure.
There we go.
And then the short, the 50-yard flag.
So that's, I mean, in that
What's the
shot, the
go-to
difference you see in those two, right, is one's coming in left to right and one's coming in right to left. So more defending preference. And whatever you feel at the point, at that moment.
And I think there's a lesson to be learned there. If someone has the ability to kind of maybe hit draws and hit fades, is to also do it with your wedges, because you're going to get different. You're going to have more shots. You're going to be more versatile.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I like having the spin, right? I mean,
Yeah.
otherwise, if you don't have spin, you kind of limit it to one shot.
And
And
what
I
about
haven't
under
hit
the
it,
what about under the like the utmost pressure? Are you still thinking I can hit any shot I want?
Yeah.
There's no.
Yeah, I could always, I mean, if I need more spin too, just put it up. A little higher,
Wow.
it's always going to be, a little
Cool. All
quicker
right,
to stop.
Let's go over here and have a look at these.
And that's without cleaning the grooves.